Minecraft build battle is some of the funniest stuff I have ever seen. Oh my gosh, it's another one. Another one, are you kidding me? Basically, 12 players are given a prompt such as cookie and 5 minutes to build something related to it. After this, we all vote on the builds and whichever one gets the most voting points wins. However, as you're about to see, a lot of the builds are completely unrelated to the prompt and absolutely hilarious. Let's get started. Our first prompt is sheep, so I start working on a sheep with a sword stuck in it. For my first build, this looks pretty decent, and after 5 minutes, it's time for voting. A lot of people built generic-looking sheep, some people didn't finish building, and this guy apparently doesn't know what sheep look like. My build was looking pretty good so far, but once I saw this next one, I knew mine had no chance of winning.
Oh, this one is awesome. Dude, vote love on this one.
Oh, it's a sheep rigger. I didn't realize it was, I just like the pumpkin. Needless to say, the sheep fricker won, and we're on to the next game. Oh, this one's gonna be absolutely hilarious. Since crude humor seems to be the way to get votes, I decide to build a man holding his hot dog in the place where his wiener would normally be. Pretty punny, right? Unfortunately, I don't have enough time to make the face look great, but on the bright side, now I don't have to do a face reveal. What do we have here? Oh. Well, he made the chains. He put the chains on the meatballs. I'll give him credit, though. This is pretty creative. It's not a perfectly shaped hot dog, but I get what he was going for. This next one is my personal favorite, and even though it didn't win, I still think it was absolutely hilarious. You see the hot dog in an electric chair? This McDonald's build ended up winning, and it's the best, but it wasn't funny at all, and I didn't even know McDonald's served hot dogs. Our next topic is jail, and my lawyers told me I was actually AFK for this one, so let's just look at some of the builds the other players made. Alright, what do we have here? What the? This is unrealistic as hell. What's this guy in jail for? Being too good at math? That was the last interesting build of the round, and I'll bet you can guess which one won.
I can't believe this one ended up winning. I thought people would report that to the moon.
The next game has us all building bridges, and I decide to get a little creative by building a boat crashing into a bridge. I add some campfires for the smoke particles, and this honestly might be our best build yet. Most of the other builds are either unfinished or pretty bad, and I thought we had a good chance of winning. This is gonna beat ours. I can already tell. We're now supposed to build a boat, but we just built one, so I build the boatman instead. He's like a regular man, but with boats for feet.
This really kind of just looks like I built it. I did not even mean to do that at all.
Anyway, this was the finished product, and I'm honestly glad I didn't try too hard on this one, because for some reason, everybody in this lobby actually knew how to build a decent boat.
Not as good as the other one. This one's pretty good. Is this supposed to be a Japanese flag? Alright, this one's kind of sick. I don't know what this is.
This ended up being the first normal build to win a game, so kudos to this guy. Alright, we're building flowers now, and I have a pretty funny idea. We're building one flat on the ground like this, and after adding petals and stuff, we build a bee sitting on top of it. Oh, this is good. Our first competitor left a note apologizing for his shitty flower, which apparently Xavi Cruz 9908 does not forgive.
Bruh.
All the other builds were pretty lame, at least up until these last two. Oh, this one's actually pretty cute. I hope this one wins, because the other ones were just regular flowers, and this one's pretty sweet. Oh my gosh. This one, not much of a flower, but the best one we've seen. Oh wait, what?
Oh, I gave a flower out of his head.
It's cookie time. However, instead of building some regular old chocolate chip cookie or God forbid an oatmeal raisin cookie, I decide to build the Cookie Monster. However, this isn't your friendly neighborhood Cookie Monster, as he's on his knees eating a cookie he found on the ground. Fun fact, this build was actually inspired by my days as a vapist.
Oh, this guy built Cookie Monster too.
It's not as good as mine though. There's no way this beats mine. After taking a look at the rest of the builds, I was pretty confident in the fact that we were going to get at least second place here, but I really wanted to win this one, and honestly, I thought mine was the best.
I love how people are going under it to see what's actually going on underneath there.
I mean, there's no way anybody's seen anything like this before. It's starting to become a trend for us to lose to builds that are significantly worse than ours, and I've narrowed it down to 2 possible reasons as to why this keeps happening. The first is that our builds aren't actually as good as we think they are, and the second is systemic oppression. That's the one I'm leaning towards, but let me know what you guys think in the comments. Anyway, as I finish building the gnarly eggplant emoji on your screen right now, go smash like and subscribe if you're enjoying the video.
Alright, this is good.
We ended up earning 3rd place in this game, but I can respect the 2 builds that got more votes than us, even if I still think mine was just as good.
But, you know, this was interesting. It's pretty funny. Alright. This one's good. But the eggplants is not as big, so well, never mind.
We're building Jellyfish now, and even though I knew what I wanted to build in my head, I had a lot of trouble placing the glass panes, so I didn't have enough time to finish what I wanted.
Man, this sucks.
The first few builds were nothing special, although I did think this one was pretty funny.
Did this one poop?
This one was confusing because I couldn't tell if these suspiciously shaped objects were meant to be suspicious or not.
I can't tell if he's building dicks here or if these are jellyfish. Like, I can't tell.
This next one was pretty obvious, though. I knew exactly what was going on here.
Oh my gosh. This is pretty graphic.
The last build of the round was somebody that just left the game, and so there was nothing there. So I told everybody to vote love just for funnies, and they actually did. So I guess the lesson to be learned here is that literally nothing can beat a dick. I can't believe... Anyway, in the words of Bully Maguire...
Pizza time.
Our pizza isn't that great, just classic cheese and pepperoni with a bit of stained glass steam, but it's at least better than this monstrosity.
What the hell?
The rest of the builds were all the same, a slice of cheese pizza. Some of them were better than others, like this one, but this next one was the best by far.
For the longest time... Is this a dick? It is. Everybody love it.
Our next prompt is Ghost Hunter, which is oddly more complicated than all of the other prompts we've had. I think I misunderstood what I was supposed to be building because I spent the entire 5 minutes building a ghost that I meant to give a gun, but I ran out of time. Everyone else built someone hunting a ghost, which makes a lot more sense. There were actually some pretty interesting builds here. Someone built the Ghostbusters gun, a couple people built ghosts fighting each other, and someone made a Luigi's Mansion build, which was my personal favorite. This next one ended up winning though, and I'll let Morgan Wallen take it from here. Last night,
Oh my
YouTube
gosh,
copyright strike
this is
me,
horrible.
So I removed the song so I don't get banned. I'm not expecting anything too crazy this game, since I'm assuming most people know how to build animals pretty well. I don't, but most people do. I'm also assuming there's some kind of big animal building tutorial online, because all the other builds have a very similar style other than this one that wasn't finished, and this one that's definitely one of the funnier builds we've seen. I feel like our options for this one are to either build Santa Claus or... yeah, that was the only option. Time was definitely a factor in this build though, and as a result, our Santa Claus ended up looking a bit weird, I'm not gonna lie. If you remove the player that built this comedy gold chimney design you're looking at right now, every other player built Santa, and every single one of their builds was better than mine. I can't believe that won, are you kidding me? We're now building octopuses, or if you want to be grammatically correct, octopies. Now think about what this means. In 5 minutes, we're all expected to have built an incredibly detailed animal with 8 legs that you have to build at like weird angles. That's my cat in the background. But anyway, you get the point, these builds are about to be atrocious. This looks like a 4-year-old made it, which honestly could be true. This one might honestly be worse than the last one. This one was my personal favorite. You know, I just love how it was designed, everything about it is just so great. I'm starting to wonder. We actually ended up having a few decent builds here. This pink one we're looking at right now is the one that ended up winning, but I have no idea how Doc Ock didn't end up winning because this is the best one by far. Our final build battle theme is Sword, and I will say there's a reason I saved this one for the end. Our build is pretty good. Cookie Monster on his knees with a diamond sword stuck inside him. It's a bit gory, I know, but I've had to remove multiple racial slurs from this video, so I think these guys can handle it. Anyway, based on the first couple builds, I thought we had a decent chance to win this thing, but boy was I wrong. For starters, this guy built the word come and made an obstacle course leading to what I'm assuming is a glass of milk. Everybody in the lobby got into it, which I thought was pretty funny. This guy built Adventure Time, and instead of complimenting his creativity, I decide to be a hater and tell him that regular show is better. Which is true, but unneeded. Man, I hope this one doesn't win. Oh my gosh. This is an absolute masterpiece. It's an absolute masterpiece. Everybody will love it. This one better win. Another one? This isn't a sword. What? What? This is not a sword. Oh my gosh, it's another one. Another one. Are you kidding me? This is so ridiculous at this point. Like, this is 3 in a row now. Like, are you kidding me? We eventually got to my build, and even though I knew we weren't winning, we still shared a wholesome moment with this guy. This dude's clapping for me. This build won, and as I touch its nipples, you should touch the subscribe button.